Welcome back to the Full Force Combat podcast. We've been away for a bit, but we are back, and we're back with a bang. What a place to start with the first ever British heavyweight hybrid boxing organisation champion, Mr. Harry Mellor. How are we doing, Mucker?
Yeah, well, good, mate. You know how it is. Just continuing doing what I do, smashing the training. I've took things up a level since the last fight as well, taking training really seriously. Changed my diet a lot, changed a few things up, to be fair. I'm doing really good, to be fair.
Love it, mate. I love it because what a fight that was with Gaz McCormack, mate. It was thrilling. It was one of the comebacks of the year. Heart, desire to win by knockout. And it was short notice as well. You stepped in for Zach, less than a week's notice. So what was your first initial thought process, Hannah, when you and Mitch got the call?
Well, the first process was, I just thought, you know what? If you don't take risks, you don't get anywhere, do you? So, obviously, Mitch rang me. I just finished training down here in Matlock. And he said, I've got a bit of an opportunity for you. And I just thought, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. It was 3 days' notice. But you just got to step up sometimes, don't you? And I did. Yeah, it weren't my best performance, but I got the job done. So that's what matters, really. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting going again. Like I said, Zed and Mac are fighting this weekend, as you know. I'm looking forward to seeing how that unfolds and then taking on the winner of that.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But like your thought process there, if you don't roll the dice, you never know what's going to happen. Had you boxed hybrid before this, Harry? Because I know that you've been on the circuit for a while on licensing, but have you boxed hybrid before this opportunity come up?
No, that was my first ever hybrid boxing. So before, I've only ever done a license, which was 10-ounce gloves. But like I said in the interview I did with Alex, I said, obviously, I've been stopping people in 10s, so what am I going to do in 4s? And I stand by that. I think it suits me well, to be fair.
Yeah, it absolutely did. It was a slugfest. I mean, like you said yourself, you don't feel like it was your best performance. And the first point of this interview, you acknowledged that you've stepped up the training a little bit more. So I took that away straight away. So the takeaways from the fight itself for you, what was your overall performance, and where does it rank for you? That moment of winning that title, where does it rank for you? So the performance and the feeling.
Well, the moment of winning the title is up there, well, the top really. But in regards to my performance, I'd put it probably a 5 or a 6, mate. Like, I know I can do a lot better than that. I had just been out for a year as well. I don't know if you know, but obviously I tore my bicep completely off. So I had surgery. I was out for a year anyway. And then obviously that was my first fight back after, like I say, a big layoff. I was training, don't get me wrong, but it weren't anywhere near as serious and committed as I am now. Do you know what I mean? But like I said before, you got to take the risks when they're offered to you. So I did. It paid off. But next time out, you'll see a complete different version of me. Like I said, I've stepped up the training, my diet, my cardio, just everything that relates to it, really.
Absolutely. If you've
so you can expect big things in the next one, definitely.
Mate, if you perform like that, coming back from a year layoff from such a serious injury, then I am so excited to see what's the next steps of this. But tell us a bit about your career, Harry, before this opportunity come about. Because like I said, you boxed on the unlicensed scene and you'd had some notable wins. But where did it all start for you, Mucker? How did your boxing journey start?
Well, I did it for a while when I was young as a kid. And obviously life happens and you just go down a different path. Then, like I said, a few years ago, I got serious. I was living in Ripley at the time, which is not too far from where I am now. And I met a guy who I now one of my friends, Liam. He introduced me to Undisputed Fight Academy, which was at the time in Ripley. Took me down there, started training with them, and did 4 fights through them? No, 3 with them. And obviously before that, I tell a lie. I did a white collar, which was UWCB, and I stopped that guy in 17 seconds. And I thought, you know what? I think I need to be doing this a bit more often. And then obviously ended up moving Ripley, bumped into Liam. He took me down to that gym, did 3 fights with them. And yeah, ended up winning an unlicensed British title with them. So, and then, yeah, I got injured. But I've always been around it. I've always been around boxing and fighting all my life, to be fair, bro. So it's nothing new to me. I've just obviously, the last few years, I've started taking it more seriously and even more so now. Because obviously it's a big step up.
Absolutely.
I'm just locked in with it now.
Absolutely, even more so. And it's great to see that attitude when these kind of opportunities arise. So now you've got these opportunities with HBO. What are your ambitions within the organisation? I know that you're due to face the winner of Zed and Maka. Like I said, we'll get to that. But they've also integrated European titles and stuff like that. Where do you see yourself going within the organisation, big man?
Well, 100%, mate. Like I say, I'll defend this title October 3rd, and then put me straight in for that. By all means, I'm up for anything. I'll never turn down a fight. I'll never turn down any opponent. I love doing this, and it's something I'll do for the rest of my life now. So I'm ready to get down with anything. I'll fight for the European after this if that's what's next. Anyone, I'll take on all comers, and I'll fight for anything. So let's do it.
Absolutely. Now you've got the taste in the smaller gloves. Is it better for you? Is it more suited for you, Harry? And do you see yourself just taking off the mitts completely in the not too distant future and fighting bare knuckle?
Yeah, of course. Why not? Like I say, I've been in contact with a BKFC matchmaker, and he's supposed to be trying to work something out for me anyway. But yeah, I'll definitely be sticking to either hybrid or bare knuckle eventually, 100%. I think it suits me, and I like it anyway, so it's a bit of me.
Yeah, it's definitely where your home is. Now, Zed and Maka this week's rescheduled for this weekend, and it's eliminator to face you for your title. Now, let's break it down because you've boxed both men before, so you know them better than anybody. So, looking at both their styles, where can Zach win this fight, first of all, based on styles?
Well, first and foremost, he's going to have to be very cautious, I'd say. And he's also not going to be able to rush it. Because if he rushes in, like I found out when I fought him, if you rush in, he's very sharp with his lead hand. And he caught me many times with it. So for me, I know Zach, whatever you're calling him, I know he's taller and rangier. So if anything, I think he needs to let Maka come to him a bit more. Whereas obviously when I fought Maka, I had to go to him because obviously I'm shorter, which is the case with everyone I fight. So I'm used to that. Mm-hmm. But for him, I think he needs to be calm and collected and definitely not rush it because he's a solid competitor and he's a solid fighter. So yeah, he needs to do it methodically, I'd say. Don't rush it. Stay on the outside of him. I'm pretty sure he's got longer range anyway. I know he's taller. Zed's like 6'5" in here. I don't know what Maka is, but he's definitely not as tall. So I'd definitely say he needs to be on the outside and try to catch him coming in probably.
And on the flip side, what about for Maka? Because that was a grueling performance against yourself last time out. You shared some awesome rounds together. So yeah, how does Maka win this fight?
For Maka, and from my experience when I fought Zed, I put the pressure on him. And like I say, respectfully, that made him fold. Obviously, I get on with both of them, so it's nothing like that. But for me, I'd say if Maka comes forward and pressures him and just makes it a dogfight, really, I'd say that's what'll get Zed out of there. Because obviously, when I fought Zed, I just come forward and pressured him and put him on the back foot. So I'd say pretty similar, really. Yeah. I'd say he's going to have to take the fight to him because obviously he's a lot taller and a lot rangier. So, yeah, he's just going to have to walk him down, cut the ring off and corner him, I suppose.
So, as we said, you've boxed them both. So, who hits harder, Zach or Gaz?
Maka, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean that respectfully towards...
He's a fucking unit. He's a tank. And what a bloke he is.
Yeah, 100%. He's a big guy. And like I say, I've shared the ring with both of them. I respect them both. But like I say, Maka's definitely the harder fight for me personally. Like I say, I've fought them both. Maka was the harder fight. And he definitely hits harder. Like I say, when me and Zed fought, we was in 10-ounce gloves. So it is a bit different. But yeah, I'd have to give the edge to Maka on the power, definitely.
So here's the big question. Who do you think's going to win? And also, your preference, who do you want to face in Manchester? And you're probably going to say you're not bothered you'll face either of them, aren't you? But
yeah, I don't care who I fight in Manchester. I'll fight either of them. Like I say, the Zed fight was an easier fight for me anyway. So out of the two, I'd love to run it with Maka again personally anyway, just so I can put on a better performance and stop him quicker and more clean and decisive, if I'm honest. But in regards to who do I think will win, again, I mean it respectfully because I get on with both men. If I was betting, I'd have to put my money on Maka. And I mean that respectfully to both people. But yeah, that's just the way I see it going.
Like it. That's a bold shout, and you stand on your word as well. Harry, you said that with your chest
Yeah,
out. So
100%.
are you going to be in attendance?
Yeah, you've got to. There's no. Yeah. I'll be there. I'll be there in
Okay.
attendance, ringside, as far as I'm aware. I'll probably. I think the flight that I've got sorted to go over on the 3rd. Obviously, watch the fight on the 4th, fly back on the 5th. So that's the plan. But yeah, I'll definitely stand on that. And like I say, it's nothing disrespectful. It's just opinion. Like I say, by all means, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's just the way I see it going.
Listen, it's all fair in love and war.
Yeah, man, of course. That's how it goes, isn't it? Like I say, I'm pretty sure there were divided opinions when I stepped in and fought Maka. But it's one of them, innit? Yeah, everyone's got their opinion, and it's now up to Zed to go out there and prove me wrong, I suppose. And Maka to prove me right. One of them, innit? End of the day, they're both fighters. And what's going to happen is going to happen. They're going to have a tear up. May the best man win. Standard, innit? It's just how it goes.
100%, my man. I'm really looking forward to it. But away from you for a little minute, you've got a lot of boys that you train with within your gym. So tell us a little bit about them, Harry, and the opportunities that they've coming up. Who's shining? Who should we look out for at the minute?
Well, as it stands, I've had Lewis, who fights for my gym. He's just done his debut May 9th in Derby, and he smashed it. He got a decision win on Ashton Promotions. And I've got another lad that's out on Jackhammer, 25th of July, and I believe it's in Bolton. So they're two to definitely watch out for. I've got another lad that's not took a fight yet, but he's definitely ready for it, and that's Harley. He's a good lad. There's 3 people so far off the bat that I can say are going to do good things. And to be fair, I've got a gym full of lads here that are doing good, and they're capable of good things. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But as it stands, I've had 1 already fight, 1 coming up, and then, like I say, I'm hoping to get Harley out there soon as well. The lad who's fighting 25th of July, he's only 16, but he's expressed interest in doing hybrid himself, but obviously can't do it till he's 18. So we're just getting him busy on the unlicensed scene with the boxing, and then when he gets older, we'll put him out there.
I love it. We'll look out for all your boys. And Harry, I'll see you Friday, Saturday in Coleraine.
Sound, brother. I'll catch you there.
Yeah, take care, brother.
Take care, bro. I'll see you there.